Hey, good morning. This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. I'll wait until I see someone on. I wanted to also go on my other phone here to make sure I can read the comments. So let me know if you're here. There we go. Just let me know if you're here. This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. It is March 21st, 2023. How's everybody doing today? So I thought today would be a good day to talk about new beginnings, spring. We just had the spring equinox yesterday, so that's what we're going to talk about. But let me know if you're on. My hands are cold this morning. Hey, Joni. How are you, Mama? So I always like to start with my intention. I'll just kind of give that to you before we start. This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30, where we all get together Tuesdays at 10:30 to discuss things that maybe you're not comfortable in talking to other people about. We talk about grief and death and dying. We talk about meditation. We talk about wholeness and wellness and I don't know, just finding yourself if you feel like you were lost. And my name is Stacy, and this is Connecting to Spirit with Stacy, and I am a child of God. I'm a spiritual healer. I'm a psychic medium, and like I said, I come to you every Tuesday, and we have this conversation. I've been given a gift from God to channel spirit using love and light for my higher good and the higher good of those that God puts in my path. I'm not the medium that says I see death all around you and you're going to be dead in 10 days. My gift, my prayer is that God, that spirit, that angels bring in the most loving message to help your spirit heal. This is part of the intention that you would hear if you were sitting across from me during a session. And if you were interested in scheduling a session, you can go on my website, connectingtospiritwithstacy.com, and schedule an appointment, or you can message me or text me and we can set something up. I do have some appointments that are available in April. And I will be back in Bel Air in May, and we'll be putting those events up very soon. And I'll be having some events here in Chambersburg as well. So, spring equinox was yesterday. Well, what the heck does spring equinox mean? What is spring equinox? So, I wanted to start first with a blessing that I read for spring equinox. And it says, may you find balance. May you find the balance that you desire and need. Light and dark, spirit and body, mind and soul. May you recognize the gradual, powerful rebirth happening within you. And like the wild geese, you find your way home. And that was written by Fiona Lynn Jesperson. Sorry, Rebel is here, so you may hear him whining. Let me know if you're here so I can see comments. Say hi. I'm looking on both phones here to see it. For some reason, I'm not always seeing comments, but let me know that you're here. So, what's the spring equinox? I mean, what's so big about the spring equinox? There's solstice, and then there's the equinox. Well, the spring equinox, the spring equinox is the first day of spring, and what happens is the sun shines equally on the equator. So you have 12 hours of daylight and you have 12 hours of darkness. So it's equal. Solstice is either the shortest day of the year or the longest day of the year. Rebel, stop. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So, hi Christine. Okay, I can see a comment, but it's I don't see it on in front of me, but that's okay. So I'll be looking down for a little bit. So when you think about the equinox, it's equal, it's balanced. It's 12 hours of sunlight. It's 12 hours of nighttime. And there was a, I don't know if it was an old wives' tale or a myth, but it talks about everything being equal on that particular day, that you could even balance an egg, that you could put an egg and it would balance. I don't know. I didn't try it. I should have tried it yesterday. Hi, Rondi. How are you doing? So it's all the newness, all the new buds, all the just the new blossoming things of the world. It's that renewal. It's that do-over. For me, spring and summer, favorite times of the year. Favorite times of the year because to me, the air smells different. The sun feels different on my face. You know, it's being able to walk outside in your bare feet. It's being able to wear short sleeve shirts. It's just, to me, it's that, finally, that fresh air. You know, that winter air gets staunchy in our homes. It's one of those times where now is that time to start over. And when you think about the world, when you think about each and every year, there's several do-overs. You know, it's the first day of the year. It's the first day of the week. It's a new month. You know, it's a new season. Well, the equinox is that new season. It's spring. It's rebirth. It's almost like, you know, I'm sure a lot of you have seen The Sound of Music where Julie Andrews has her arms spread out and she's singing "The Hills Are Alive" with the sound of music. To me, that is the epitome of spring. That's what spring is to me. You know, you've got your arms open wide and you're bringing in all the new smells and you're bringing in all the new birth and, you know, all the nice buds of the earth. And it's just that start. It's that new, this is going to be a fun one, isn't it? It's that new do-over. So we all have those different starts and it's time for growth. It's time for expansion. It's time for new beginnings. This is the time to renew. We had, to me, winter and fall. Fall to me is getting rid of the things that we've collected during the year that they have to fall away. And then winter is that time of reflection where we stay in I do anyway. I stay in my home more because I don't want to go outside. It's cold. It gets dark early. It's just that inner look within. And then spring is, what have I learned during the winter? What am I going to grow? What am I going to blossom into? It's that time for your mind, your body, and your spirit to be outside more. Listening to kids, you know, outside screaming and hollering or laughing. It's to me, that first paragraph is what I'm talking about. It says, may you find the balance you desire and need, light and dark, spirit and body, mind and soul. So for me, the outdoors, that sunlight brings that balance. May you find the balance. So you've had fall to get rid of things that no longer serve you. And then you've had winter to reflect and go deep within, so that spring, now you're finding balance. You know, when I was talking about, you know, just the way that the sun feels on my face in the spring and in the summer, you know, that's why we go out west a lot. I love the heat. To me, it's that renewal. It's that breath of fresh air. It's bonfires. It's, you know, it's just all these exciting things that you can do outside. When I'm stuck inside, I tend to go internal within. And to me, that's that reflection. So when we're talking about finding balance, that takes us to the second part of the quote. May you recognize the gradual, powerful rebirth happening within you. May you recognize what's growing. Are you the same today that you were last year at this time? No. You've had rebirth. You've had lessons that you've learned. Hopefully, you've found that balance. But you're recognizing things that are growing within you, things that are changing, things that are happening to you, ideas that you're being, you know, that are sparking. You know, I was in my office yesterday. I had several appointments, and in between the appointments, I'm taking notes because I have all these new ideas of what I want this spring and summer to look like, things that I have going on. I have a new book that'll be coming out very soon for people who are addicted to crystals. You know, it's my crystal addiction, my crystal addiction diary. So it's a way that you can catalog your crystals. And then I'm working on, 2 other books. And it's as the creative juices are flowing, I know that it was because yesterday was spring equinox. To me, it was like, oh, I got to find the balance. I got to find the newness. I got to bud these things. What's coming for this year? Once you start to see like the crocuses blooming, to me, winter is grays and browns and kind of hazy. Granted, it snows, so you have the white snow. But to me, spring and summer are reds and yellows and blues and purples, and just the way the air smells because of the flowers. And, the birds are outside and they're singing, and you find little nests with eggs in them, and then you get to watch them hatch. And, then you'll be starting to see Denise talking about her monarchs. But it's that newness. It's that do-over. It's that start again, which then brings you to the third part of that paragraph. May you awaken to the potential of the blossoming of self. We never, ever, ever stop growing, stop learning, stop blossoming. We're constantly like, oh my gosh, to me, it's those blossoms and those blooms from spring that are within us. But you have to awaken to the potential within yourself. There are a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I knew that, they just get set in their own ways and they do the same things over and over and over again. And you hardly ever see them smiling, or they're complaining a lot. They don't have that burst of energy of something that's new, some new possibility within them. What's blossoming within you? How are you growing? How are you different today from how you were last year at this time? Right? When you think about a seed in the dark, seed has to go in the dark. It has to be nourished before it can come up through the ground and grow and blossom. That's fall and winter. You might be in the dark. It gets dark, but that seed is being planted. So when you awaken the possibilities within yourself, that's when it comes to the end where it says, where is it? And like wild geese, may you find your way home. Have you been going through some stuff? Has it seemed kind of dark to you? Do you feel like you're struggling? It's opening up the newness, finding your way home. Have you disconnected from yourself? If you have, it's time to meditate. It's time to pray. It's time to awaken the potential and the blossoming of your own self. It's time to go, okay, I still have, tomorrows. I still have several tomorrows. Let's do something new today that will help me blossom and bloom, to create a newness. Maybe create a newness for someone else. Others are watching, and if they see that you continue to grow and you can continue to blossom, that inspires them to do that. Just like you're watching other people. And I'm not trying to say that you have to be a certain way because other people are watching, but your own mind, body, and spirit is watching what your mind, body, and spirit is doing. What's stronger? Is the darkness stronger that keeps you stuck? Are we digging towards the light? Are we opening up to where we can have that renewal, those blossoms, within yourself? When we think about the equinox, the day yesterday had 12 hours of light, 12 hours of darkness. It was equal. Yesterday is the balanced day of the year. And then eventually, there'll be more light than darkness, and then it will change again, where then there's more darkness than light. But now's the time to hop on board the spirit train, your own energy train, and awaken those things within yourself. It's time to dig out of that darkness. It's time to work through those things so that you can open up to finding your way back home, to getting connected back with yourself. You know, that quote says, may you find the balance you desire and need. So the blessing is, may I find the balance and the desire that I need. What's got me unbalanced? Light and dark, spirit, mind and body, mind and soul. May you recognize the gradual power of rebirth happening within you. You know, when you notice some changes within yourself, be open to it. Why am I changing? What happened that I changed? Did I change for the better or did I change for the worse? How can I continue to grow and blossom to benefit myself, my energy, and those people that are around me? May you awaken the potential of the blossoming within yourself. So it's awakening it, it's accepting it, it's inviting it in. I don't know if, you can probably see my blackboard back there, but you probably can't see what it says. But there's a quote on there, there's a mantra that I used for several years and still do. Help me to receive all the gifts that you want to give to me gently. We have to be open to receiving the gifts, open to receiving our own potential. We just don't stop blossoming at a certain age, right? You know, I was talking to Denise the last time I was there. Oh my gosh, it's hard for me to believe. Not this year. Next year, I'm going to be 60. Like, what the heck? Where did that happen? Where did 60 years go? Well, I've blossomed and I've grown and I've changed. But I can't think just because I'm 60, not yet. I can't put myself in that mindset that just because I'm turning 60, that things are stopping. Are there certain things I won't be able to do? Yes, but there are new things now that I'll be able to do. It's all part of the mind. Where's your mindset? It's may you awaken the potential and the blossoming of your own self. What's blossoming within you? Do you have an idea or a suggestion, you know, to make the place around you a better place to be? Are you thinking about writing a book? Are you thinking about opening a business? Are you thinking about connecting with a friend that you haven't spoken to in a while? Are you thinking about doing a random act of kindness? What is the potential within yourself? The only one that limits the potential within yourself is you. Nothing else can limit it. No, nothing else can say, no, you can't grow in this way. Yes, I can. It's growing, it's blossoming, it's blooming, it's sharing. It's being those bright colors that I was talking about in the springtime. It's being that breath of fresh air that I was talking about in the springtime. We are out of hibernation in the winter and we're into spring. Now, if you're a winter person, maybe spring puts you into hibernation. I don't know. But it's that newness. You know, why do you think Easter is after the equinox, right? It's Christ rising from the tomb after he was in the darkness for 3 days, right? It's all of those things. It's that resurrection. It's that newness within yourself and allowing yourself to blossom. And then like the wild geese, may you find your way home. So many times I have felt so disconnected with myself. Something's not right. I don't know what's not right. Good morning, Denise. I was just talking about you and your butterflies. Where I can't really put a finger on what's wrong. I just don't feel right. Apparently Rebel doesn't feel right because he's over here trying to howl. He's got his little head up and he's howling. You know, he's trying to say, I want out of this office. She asked me to help me. And he is blossoming, you know. He's, he's going to be 6 months old on the 25th of this month. So he's blossoming, he's growing, and he's seeing new things. It's funny when, you know, a leaf gets blown across the yard, you would think, oh my goodness, I have to go chase that. Because these are all new things to him. So what's new for you? What is blossoming? What is blooming within you for spring? Rebel, what? My poor little baby. So when you think about this quote that Fiona Lynn Jesperson wrote, may you find the balance you desire and need. It's right in front of you. That balance is right in front of you. Light and dark, spirit, mind, spirit, body, and mind and soul. Okay, so may you find it. And then may you recognize the gradual power of rebirth happening within you. So you need to find it, but then you also need to recognize it. And may you awaken to the potential of the blossoming within yourself. And like the wild geese, may you find your way home. I just absolutely love this quote. You know, to me, that's spring. That's the spring equinox. That's what everybody was, you know, talking about and celebrating yesterday. If you've never, you know, thought about, well, what's the equinox? Everybody talks about it. That's that time where, you know, the sun hits the equator, equal amounts of hours. So we have 12 hours of light, 12 hours of darkness. There's our balance. So where is your balance? What balances you? What helps you? Music is balance for me. I play it loud, I play it soft, but music is balance for me. Just walking outside and just breathing in the spring air, breathing, that's balance for me. It's taking the pros and the cons of something and finding that equal part of what my next step needs to be. So it's recognizing where that balance is. So, I'm not really sure how to wrap this up, but I just felt like since yesterday was spring equinox, now's the time to talk about it. Renewal, balance, recognizing, blossoming, growing. You know, we do spring cleaning, right? Why do we do spring cleaning? Because we want to get rid of the staunchiness that was in our house during the winter months where we couldn't have the windows open, where we had the heat blaring and, you know, and all those particles and all that stuff goes into the air, where we couldn't have fresh flowers in our house. I mean, you could if you went to the flower shop or whatever, but now we're planting those seeds. We're nurturing those seeds. We're watching them blossom and then watching them grow. Same thing with yourself. Plant the seed, nurture it, watch it grow, allow yourself to blossom and bloom, cleaning out the old. You know, you do spring cleaning. Well, when you plant flowers, you don't just, you know, stick a seed in a pot without, you know, doing some weeding or, you know, putting some potting soil in there or putting some water, you know, watering it and nourishing it. That's who we are. We need this nourishment. We need to come out of the hibernation. We need to find that balance. We need to recognize that balance. And then we need to awaken the potential within us. Does that make sense? Gosh, I hope it does. Because it just, when I read that quote last night, I thought, that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. And it'll all come together. I'm not this, I don't know how to say that. I'm not this person who has all the answers. But when quotes, especially quotes, hit me a certain way, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what I have to talk to my vibe tribe about. That's what I need to talk to Connecting to Spirit with Stacy about. Because if it hits me a certain way, hopefully it'll hit you all a certain way as well. But time to do that spring cleaning within yourself. Find your balance. Recognize it. Welcome it. And watch it blossom within you. So, let me just read the quote one more time. May you find the balance that you desire and need. And this is my prayer. This is my blessing to you. May you find the balance you desire and need. Light and dark, spirit and body, mind and soul. May you recognize the gradual power of rebirth happening within you. May you awaken to your potential and the blossoming of your own self. And like the wild geese, may you find your way home. When you find your way home, your home is here. No matter where you go, right here is home. Who you are, that's home. Doesn't matter what the building looks like around you. Doesn't matter about all the frills that you may have decorating your house. This is home. What's decorating you? How do you feel about other people? How do you feel about yourself? Are you recognizing the changes within you? Are you welcoming them in? Are you seeing your own potential? That's home. That's the spring cleaning within yourself, getting rid of the old stuff that no longer serves you. That was what the fall months were for. The falling away, those leaves. And then winter was that hibernation, that going inward, and then spring. So that is my prayer. That is my blessing to you all on this, gosh, I don't even know what day it is. 21st? Hold on. March 21st. Spring equinox is always like the 20th or the 21st. I always know that. But I never know what the day after is, I guess. So on this March 21st, after we just came out of the spring equinox, where now the days are going to get longer. Things are going to be blossoming and blooming. Like I'm looking out my window right now and I'm seeing, buds on the trees like, ooh, here we go. Here we go. Here comes spring. Here comes summer. Blossom into that person that has the potential. See it, recognize it, and find your way home. All right, guys, that is my Tuesday Talks at 10:30. I hope you all enjoyed listening to Rebel over here whining and crying as he's sitting in front of the heater with a toy, might I add. But for some reason, he just finds the reason. Maybe he wants to sing to us. Maybe that's what he's doing. He's just looking at me right now. But I hope you have a great and wonderful day today. I hope you welcome in the potential that's within yourself and allow that rebirth and that blossom to come. I pray that you are living the life you love and you're loving the life you live. If not, you're the only one that can change it. I'll talk to you next Tuesday at 10:30. I will be doing a live angel card reading here coming up very soon. I haven't done one in a while. So I'll be posting about that. And check our announcements. We've got some things that are coming up. Easter egg hunt here at Hip Gypsy Emporium. But I will see you next Tuesday at 10:30. Peace out. I love you. Find that balance. Find that potential within yourself. Blossom, grow, and just be the most wonderful you that you can be. All right, guys. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.